Oh, that's hot. That's flabbergastingly hot. Flabbergastingly hot. Flabbergastingly hot. Huh. Huh. Flabbergasting. Baja Blast in my big plastic cup. See, you gotta get the you gotta get the 2 liter of Baja Blast, and then you can get the ice, and then you can get the big cup. Yeah. Gotta get the 2 liter. Yeah. Alright, let's mess around with this thing. Ooh. Now we gotta change the other light. Oh, that one changed with me. See, that made it more green. Green. Ready? Ready? Red. Green. $103 in this water. Yes, sirree, Bob. Yes, sirree, Bob. Yes, sirree, Billy Bob Thornton. Yes, sir. It's 103 Fahrenheit, because we're special in the United States, and we need to use Fahrenheit instead of Celsius. Let's play around with it. Oh, so now that one's out. Let's see what we can do with the other one. Let's see. Purple. 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 Let's do. What does this do? Okay. Okay, so that just does that. How about... Oh... Okay, that's pretty freaking cool, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, what's this one do? Oh, that's cool too. So that last one was called Accumulate. This one is Enthusiasm. What's this? Okay, let's just that. Let's try this. Oh, this is kind of cool, I guess. It's a save point. Alright, let's see. How about this? What's this? Let's try this. What's this? What's this look like? Okay, so that's just like red, basically. Yeah, this one was cool. I like this one. What up? What up? No, this one's cool. I don't, how, like, what else could you do? Let me see here. Oh, what's this? Oh. Okay, that's kind of cool. That's cool, actually. How cool is that? I think that one's really cool, too. Let's try this one. Okay. That wasn't terrible. Let's try this. So that's like sort of like some of the other ones. Yeah, I mean, that one was cool. This one was cool. I'm gonna... That one... Oh, shit. Oh, let me turn those back on. Why not? Pussycats. Okay, so that's just that. Oh. That's cool. What's this? Yeah, I like some of the effects that this has too. Like, so cool. Oh, here we go. Check this out. What's this look like? Okay, so that's just a fade cycle. Let's try... Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, this was the coolest one, I think. This one. I think this one's the coolest one because it's the most unpredictable. But then at the same time, it has like this sort of get a rhythm to it. Oh, that one's good. All right, let's go back to colors. There. Going back to colors. Cool. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for the free concurrence. I appreciate that. Ooh, yeah. That Baja Blast, man. That Baja Blast, man. I would turn this light on if it worked. Doesn't work. I am going to see if I can replace the bulb. Oh, man. have to change the filter actually, but I need to order one. I could get one. That's real. I feel like people have practiced sneezes. You know what I mean? Where like some people will have like practiced sneeze because they're embarrassed by how their sneeze sounds. You ever know somebody that like holds back a sneeze or something like that? Don't do that. That's so bad for you. Don't do that. There's a reason that you're sneezing. Oh man. Yeah. And then I feel like people do it with other things too, possibly. Where they try to like, you know, like just whatever, you know, like whatever your body is trying to expel, you know. And it's like, man, don't do that. It's like, respect the people that, you know, burp really loud, force it out. It's like, I guess. I feel like, you know, I feel like that's like, honestly, like, why wouldn't you? Because, you know, the point is to get it out all at once so that you don't get hiccups, you don't, you know what I mean? Like, it's obvious that, like, lingering effects of over time letting this out of, you know, your mouth is going to cause, you know, lingering effects versus you just all at once trying to force it all out. I'll be honest with you, it's not to be rude. I'll be honest with you, if anything, it's like, yeah, that's better. You know, and when you're eating, that's why I think certain cultures, it's a compliment, right? Because the idea is you can eat a little bit more. Arguably. Like, that's the point. Like, you know, you can't appreciate what gases and stuff can do inside a pressurized system. And your body is definitely no exception. Can I be honest with y'all? I think I'm starting to kind of understand the problem with the education a little bit too. I mean, obviously we don't want the guy defunding it all. Obviously that's a problem too, but another huge problem that's happening, I think, because I was thinking about this earlier and I was thinking, well, What would you think? You know, like I was trying to ask myself what I would think of the current system if I were still that age, you know, and I hadn't graduated yet. And I'll be honest with you, I think that me, just like everybody else, would be using AI to do my homework and assignments and reports, and then just like copy and paste sort of stuff, and like there'd be really no way to know. And I think this is a problem. I think this is kind of obvious. I think that maybe this is happening more and more. And, you know, like originally it was just the internet, where the internet was already too much of an instant tool, but now, you know, I mean, it is extremely useful. There's no doubt about that, but you still have to ingrain and remind the next generations that education is so important, and reminding them why, so that they don't ever try to get rid of it, like what's currently happening, where the reason why is because now all that bad man has to do, but the bad man, dude, all that bad man has to do is essentially continue to lie to you and put restrictions on AI and stuff like that, so you don't know the truth. And the AI is probably going to work for him, but you know, the point is, you know, if your freedom goes away and stuff like that to find out proper information, he's going to just like restrict those things, and then yeah, you're dumb. You didn't learn anything. You didn't have an education. You relied on your AI. Now you actually don't know what the truth is and what the facts are, and you suddenly find yourself in a situation kind of like North Koreans are in, you know. And so, you know, like, you know, I'm not getting all political and stuff. I'm just saying that is obviously why you want to remind the next generation of why it's so important to not rely on AI, but to always have some type of education where you're learning from something that existed before, some type of tutorage that existed before, and never let it get to the point where, you know, there's a reset, because you don't want history to go away. You don't want people to remove parts of history. We've already seen what's happened with that, where we've only now started to discover entire technologies that certain organizations, government organizations, tried to keep quiet, that people only just now rediscovered through natural means on their own. And this was like a century ago, basically. And this was stuff that, you know, Tesla, or the original Nikola Tesla, had discovered and stuff like that, and people are only sort of discovering now. And this is the stuff that the government was scared of, and I get it, I do, and wanting to restrict it, I do, but you know, like completely hiding it away, and then yeah, nobody hears about it. It just goes away, and just nobody knows about it, like very few, you know, and then, you know, until it's redacted, right? Until it's, you know, no longer top secret, yada yada yada, that sort of thing. So, just remember that's why, like, you always have to know what question to ask. You can't And what if the AI is wrong? Which it can be. I mean, they've gotten better now. But, again, if that's restricted, if something happens, like restrictions and stuff where you're silencing bits of information, that AI is going to unlearn that stuff and not have access to it. And it can cause a whole nother problem altogether, too. Yeah. So, you always use you can use AI as a tool. It's an excellent tool for organizing and knowing, helping you with stuff and confirming things and things like that. Like I said, organizing that factual information, but you should always be able to determine and remember correct and factual information from what came before. Don't ever get to a point where we start questioning the moon landing and we start questioning whether or not the Holocaust happened and just ridiculous things like that. Like, these are not things that regular people should be questioning and just regularly sort of saying, well, yeah, I think that we should question everything at this point. Yeah, alright, fine, question everything, but honestly, stop. Don't question the facts that generations have confirmed have happened. We've all accepted forever. Stop questioning those things. Unless you have absolute solid concrete evidence, and in which case all those other people are going to start changing their minds too, because they are rational people as well. But if you have no valid evidence and support and proof, there's nothing. You're just saying some shit. I don't. The moon landing didn't happen. Maybe. The Earth is flat too. Come on, man. These are things that you can prove with physics. You can do with your own brain. So that's why anybody with a brain, with an education, says, "Come on, man." Remind you of somebody. Yeah, like when somebody else was speaking nonsense, and the other really smart guy that's been there the whole time, that knows the ins and outs of political science, he knows everything. And then the other guy's just spouting freaking nonsense after nonsense after nonsense after nonsense. And what does he finally say? After all these people are just believing nonsense after nonsense, based on zero facts, based on just complete and utter nonsense. What does he finally say? Come on, man. Come on. And that, I actually naturally said it about a minute ago. I didn't even try that. So, yeah. I'm just saying, all of us are coming to these conclusions separately is all, and you can just see plenty of people that are informed just trying to help inform and help smooth things along and help people understand and wise up about stuff. That's all. People that are smart about these things do know what's happening and just know. in my cookie. So, let's take a look at why people from different areas and stuff like that maybe don't accept certain things. What you have is you have different parts of the United States where it's such a large country that there's people that grow up in really different parts of this country where the towns and the cities and all that have a culture of their own. They really truly do. And it's this sort of thing where sometimes it's religious, sometimes it's based on industry, sometimes it's based on corporate entities, sometimes it's based on actually, like entrepreneurship, like true, like small business entrepreneurship, which is rare, but it can be. Like there's so many different things that you can say that each city and each area in the United States, because of, again, how big it is and everything, you have all these different people that grow up and have the support systems and stuff like that of the United States and of their state. And so you have to rationalize that they do have an education. They are being educated. But through that education, again, there's going to be certain things that people always find difficult to learn or resist or don't come naturally to them. Okay? Now, with that being said, think about the things that you forget when you graduate high school. Think about the things that you don't hold on to, everything that you forget and all that. As you enter the real world, you enter your real job, things like that. How many of those people that work in those different areas do you think have different industries where that area is based on that industry? And then those people now don't have to know certain things and be as educated and up to date on certain things where they're being tested and being corrected and things like that. They are allowed and allotted to start having opinions about real life things, because again, there's no professor and there's no person telling them that's actually not an opinion, that's a fact, and reminding them of these things. So what they do is they all sort of kind of get this propaganda fed to them by the other side, which we all know about, and both sides do that. But what you get is you get people that group together from those areas that go to work, they talk to their buddies, they band together, and it gets to be to this point where instead of being intelligent about it and logically having debates and being educated when they talk about these things, they sort of kind of treat it like a cult, where, they just kind of act, if they're less educated, well, I'm just being honest, if they're less educated, they will act more primal. And they will be more inclined to just simply defend what they think is right instead of choosing a logical decision and changing their mind. Whereas somebody that's educated has done this before. They've had a teacher, they've had a professor, they've been through this a million times, they've been corrected. Okay, fine, they can accept this. They can accept when they're wrong and move on from it, and maybe even change their mind, because knowing the new facts might change their viewpoints about what matters to them as far as voting and stuff, picking a candidate. Instead of just being primal and not admitting that, yeah, this should probably rule that person out as a candidate, and everybody just sort of kind of just acts like a gang or a cult or something like that, and they all band together and just agree that they're not backing down from this. And this is what you get with a certain person, obviously. And so this is the point behind education, behind why it's so important, why a certain person doesn't want you to be educated, why he is very obviously dismantling education. But also, again, remember, that's the point. You have to realize that, yeah, he recognized this too. And, that's, trying to continue it even further. And so you just have to recognize that it's not, we're not trying to say that you're stupid as an insult. And that's why I always tried not to make it seem that way. But how else do you tell a whole lot of people that are just kind of in denial, resisting fact? How else, after all this, after everything that's happened, there's just so many things that would instantly rule out the other guy, but everybody just endlessly gives this guy every shred of, but it's like there's so many things that would, like, one thing would instantly discredit Obama on the other side, but then all these people are just like in denial that it's just crazy. So like at this point, like that's all we're saying is like, you just have to rationalize that the people that accept new information and they're not necessarily, you might be really smart with like whatever job that you have or something like that, but that's the point. Like, you're not like in college, you're not necessarily being literate with what you do or trying to learn or trying to do these things. You're just sort of talking to your buddies, staying the same, having the same opinions, never changing your mind. It's even the same slogan, basically, and it's sad. So the point is that there's just so many people that realize it and recognize it for what it is, and truthfully can't understand even at this point, So that's where, like, again, that's where it's so important to be educated and to have your own stance, because then that way you understand what an opinion versus, you know what I mean? Like, the point is, you shouldn't argue about the facts. Nobody should argue about the facts. And if somebody spends all their time just complaining about what the other guy does and never answers a question, that's somebody that isn't telling you why they want to do the job or what they're even going to do with the job. So you just have to recognize that and immediately rule that person out. That as soon as that happens, okay, I'm not voting for that person. That person obviously does not have any interest in this job. He's not even trying to answer the questions. Why wouldn't he answer the questions if he doesn't have a plan? Oh, right. And then, like, very few times that he does, he just says that it's going to be it's going to cover everybody, it's going to be great. And then it never happens, too. So like, just remember, it is super important for you to stay educated, because that's the point. Nobody should be debating facts. We should just rule out anybody that sits there and does that, and pick the next guy that actually wants to talk valid points about what to do. Then you debate that. Then you actually have people getting smarter with things and saying, oh, okay, well, that I understand now what that organization is for, and the electoral ballots and stuff like that. I understand why we have electoral college now, and yada, yada, yada. And you can start understanding why things are the way they are, and actually have a credible debate with people, and just like talk about points instead of, oh, the Democrats are bad. or what even, Democrat voters say, oh, Republicans are bad. Like it just like that's so tiring to me. Like, can we stop debating like facts any longer? We should just all agree that when there's a fact, that's not in debate. We just want to actually have real discussion about what we should actually do to help things, because that's the point. Like, now we have to worry about whether this guy is going to undo our democracy. Like we're actually in a lot of trouble here all of a sudden, and you have to realize that that's a real clear and present danger. Pun intended, but it is. Yeah. And if I'm making too much sense, it's because it is sensible. That's the point. That's politicians typically don't talk like that and make sense. And then the ones that do, they're the ones I listen to. I actually sat there and watched. Oh, my light went out. I actually sat there and watched, Biden talk a lot, and I went back and watched a lot of stuff with him before he became president and stuff, to actually understand him a bit, because I'll be honest, I really didn't know him too much from when he was in government just as vice president for Obama. And so, I just wanted to spend a little bit of time doing that, and I actually was very surprised that this whole time there was this guy that was trying to. He was the guy that was be sensible. He literally was. He would almost nothing propaganda. When he answers a question, he just answers it. He tells you, no. That's just what they tell you. It's actually gonna. This is what's gonna happen. It's gonna be like this. You don't have to worry about it. It's fine. It's he literally just tells you. And again, it would always make him unpopular at the time. That's why he was unpopular for so long, because there was dishonesty and stuff at the top for a while. But again, what you have to realize is the Republicans don't want you to understand that Obama sort of changed that. That's why they spent all this time trying to discredit him and Hillary and using everything they could, because they didn't really want you to understand that they were actually the honest ones. That's why so many people supported them, because they were actually the honest ones. You believe she actually had to admit? She admitted to what she did. That's the freaking point, man. And they really did this to her. It sucks so much. And people just hated her because they missed believe the propaganda. Oh man. And now you have Mr. Scammer in charge that did something way worse than people were even suggesting that she did. And he actually did it. It actually happened under his watch. And she with her, the fact is that she was ordered to do it. The point was she was ordered to do this. Yeah, obviously it didn't seem like the best option to everybody at the time, but the whole point was just that it was, that's it. They didn't find anything bad or ill will about it. She truthfully was ordered to do this that way. And so with him, and now with him, something basically the same sort of way happens, but it really actually did happen, and it's undeniable. So you see where they try to And I think I even watched a video of him actually saying, "I never said lock her up." Didn't he actually try to say that recently? You need to look that up, because I'm pretty sure I watched a clip of him actually saying, "I never said lock her up." They're shirts, man. Are you're really? They're shirts, man. I'm sorry, but that's kind of like where you just have to laugh it off, try to move on. It's pretty crazy, man. Yep. No, he did. He said that. That's just funny too, because it's right on brand. Just lie. Yeah. So yeah, like that's all I'm saying is that's what you get with education, where like people would just have kind of recognized what he was doing. That's all. Like when they were watching those debates, instead of getting revved up about the fact that he seemed like to be the dominant one, and and I get it. I get why people would think that in a social situation, but that's what they didn't realize. Is that's why I was saying, like, that's why those folks, like, they're just usually people that I think talk about this with their friends. They don't really talk about it with professors, educated people, academics, things like that. And yeah, for sure, there's more emotion involved. There's more just quick decisions involved, affirmatives, just declarations that aren't really based on any fact, and they just keep making them over and over. So, when other people can so easily dismiss them, sure, it seems insulting, for sure. And definitely they are going to be really, really quick to be defensive, because they have a whole group of buddies that believes it too. So, I get it. I do. But all the more reason why it's so important for education. And, then if they are taught this, you need to accept and be willing, to not, like if the next generation wants to have a good, credible reason for voting for somebody or debating a really great point for wanting to do something, you have to give that to them. You have to, understand when somebody wins a debate topic and try to move on from that, so that way you can win too. And you can have correct wins too. And then also understand how to do that for your party too. Because I'll be honest with you, I would love to see a proper conservative party. Would love that. I would love it. But a proper one. Well, whatever this is. Old West politics. Basically. Yeah, man. The phrase question everything does not mean don't accept things. That is not what it means. You have to remember that too. You know, these phrases people hold on to and stuff, yeah, they're true sometimes. Sometimes they are. But also, you know, again, there's other constituents to that, you know. It doesn't mean that, you know, other things. It just means question everything. That's it. There's no follow-up. You still have to be able to accept things. That's it. Or not accept them. You know, or not accept them. You have to be willing to do that too. You don't need me to tell you that. Nah. I mean, you really don't. For sure you don't. But you know, I mean, it helps you reminded of stuff sometimes. Sometimes we get caught up in all the shit. The shit in the world. I have a blue house with a blue window. Trees are too. People here walking around. You are the feelings that live inside me. I'm blue, dabba dee dabba die, 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 dabba dee dabba die. Yo, listen up, here's a story about a little guy that lives in a blue world. And all day and all night, everything he sees is just blue. Like him, inside and outside. Blue is how there's a blue little window and a blue Corvette. Everything he sees is blue. Or him and himself, body around, cause he ain't got body. Listen. Eiffel 65. Yeah, off the top of my head. Truthfully. I literally just know that. Eiffel 65. I knew Hadaway too. It's funny, like I'll forget lyrics and shit, but I'll remember awesome artists like that. It is frustrating when I'll forget one because I'll feel bad because I remember a lot. It's usually just momentary. I can't remember it, and then like an hour or two later, it just happens. I'm blue. The song. When we sing, when we'll be singing. I get knocked down, but I get up again. They ain't never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. They ain't never gonna keep me down. Pissing the night away. Pissing the night away. He drinks a whiskey drink. He drinks a vodka drink. He drinks a lager drink. He drinks a cider drink. He drinks songs that remind him of the good times. Sings songs that remind him of the best time. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You never gonna keep me down. That was such a huge. It was all over the radio, and people would freak out as soon as they heard the beginning. The dun dun, we'll be singing. Like, it's no lie. Like, people would freak out. If Peter Griffin did it. I get knocked out. Do you remember Memory Loss? That was a good one too. A lot of people didn't know about that one. Didn't know there was like another song. It was the same album too. Yeah, Tub Thumper. Because I think the song was Tub Thumping, and the album was Tub Thumper, I believe. And the song I'm thinking of, the other song was called Memory Loss. It's actually a pretty good one. I like that one. So yeah, I listened to that one, and I listened to Tub Thumping. Yeah, it's Chumbawamba, by the way. My bad. Chumbawamba. Sensei. That's awesome. Do 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 do. That brings back some memories. It was like when everybody was obsessed with the Macarena. Hey, Macarena. Everybody was obsessed with like the dog tattoo. Freaking Baja, man. I'm trying to remember that one song, how it went. There's another really good one. Not Chumbawamba. Who was it died? I'm gonna look that one up. I think it was called Fastball. Oh no, the band is Fastball. The Way! They made up their minds and they started packing. They left before the sun came up that day. An exit to eternal summer slacking. Where were they going without ever knowing the way? And they drank up the wine, and they got to talking. They now had more important things to say. And when the car broke down, they started walking. But where were they going without ever knowing the way? Anyone can see the road that they walk on is paved in gold. And it's always summer, they'll never get cold, never get hungry, they never get old and gray. You can see the shadows wandering off somewhere. They won't make it home, but they really don't care. They wanted the highway, they're happy there today. The children woke up and they couldn't find them. They left before the sun came up that day. Who remembers this song? They just drove off and left it all behind them. But where were they going without ever knowing the way? Anyone can see the road that they walk on is paved in gold. And it's always summer, they'll never get cold. They'll never get hungry, they'll never get old and gray. You can see their shadows wandering off somewhere. They won't make it home, but they really don't care. They wanted the highway, they're happier there today. Something like that. Anyone can see the road that they walk on is paved in gold. It's such a good song, guys. Oh my god, I missed that. 1998, holy shit. Yeah, The Way by Fastball. It's such a good song. Such a good fucking song, man. I had like when I was like younger, I had these playlists that I would put on, and I would no lie just play Doom. Seriously, I would just play Doom, and just like nothing but just Winamp. Remember Winamp? It really whips the llama's ass. Remember that? So I used to sit there and I just make endless playlists on Winamp. Virtualizer. So anyway, I used to make endless playlists on Winamp, and that was definitely on there. I definitely had that on there. I also had No lie, like I had some of the craziest mix of stuff, even when I was younger playing Doom in the 90s. Seriously, like I listened to so many I had Meredith Brooks on there. I shit you, I had Meredith Brooks on my Doom playlist. But guess which song it was? I'll give you a hint. I hate the world today. Doom, doom. It starts off like that. Everybody's gonna go look it up. It's such a good song. I hate the world today. Doom, doom. It's so good to me. I know, but I can't change. Doom, doom. Tried to tell you, but you look at me like maybe I'm an angel underneath, innocent and sweet. Yesterday I cried. Doom, doom. You must have been relieved to see the softer side. Doom, doom. Can understand how you'd be so confused. I don't envy you. I'm a little bit of everything, all rolled into one. I'm a bitch, I'm a lover, I'm a child, I'm a mother, I'm a sinner, I'm a saint. I do not fear the shame. I'm your hell, I'm your dream. I'm nothing in between. You know you wouldn't want it any other way. So take me as I am. Do do. It's a song that a female is supposed to sing, so you should actually like change the words a little bit if you're a guy. But yeah, it's called Bitch. It's a song called by Meredith Brooks, and no lie, I literally had that on my Doom playlist. It's just the most random stuff. But hey, I mean, I liked everything. Like I said, I really did listen to everything growing up. But I mean, like, I also, I had Ozzy on there, too. Probably had a good mix of No Rest for the Wicked on there. And No More Tears and various other albums. Oh, yes. So funny. Oh. 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 It turned off. It turned off. It freaking turned off. Do 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 do. You do realize that that little thing that I do all the time is literally the Doom song in my head, right? That's me, like, just vocally doing what the Doom thing sounds like to me. You do realize that, right? That's what that is. And by the way, the original level is basically a MIDI of Master of Puppets. I mean, it literally is. But again, it's MIDI, so you know, that's what lo-fi is based on. You know, like lo-fi and stuff. That's what lo-fi is based on. So that's why, like, you can do that. Anyway, yeah, because that's what like games and stuff used to do. So, anyway, what do I want to? I've sang Perry Mason a good bit, haven't I? I haven't done. Is a crack in the sky. A stairway to darkness in the blink of your eye. Tears to in the dark will bring out of Your mama told you that you're not supposed to talk to strangers. Look in the mirror and tell me, do you think your life's in danger? Here, no more tears. No more tears. And as a good friend of mine used to sing, baby shampoo. Another day passes as the night closes in. The red light goes on to say it's time to begin. I see you corner waiting. Can you see me? I close my eyes and you hear the sound that someone's screaming. Here, no more tears. No more tears. It's just the hand in the bush. Oh my gosh. So now that it's over, just say goodbye. Do 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 do. I like to move on and make them look so nice. Do 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 do. Maybe a kiss before we hear this way. Do 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 do. It's such a girl, I don't know what else to say. I never wanted it to end this way. My love, my darling. Do you leave me when I say to you in love? I think I'm falling here. No more tears. It's amazing how when I sat out of the water and the water wasn't working against my lungs, I could sound the way I wanted to. You heard that for a second at the end. It was a trying story. Believe me when I say to you in love, I think I'm falling here. No more tears. Do 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 do. No more tears. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. It's just the hand in the bush, in the bush, in the bush, in the bush, in the bush. Fucking love that song. I love Denial so fucking much. You have no idea how much I love Denial. If you've never heard Denial by Ozzy Osbourne, it's on No More Tears. It's a Zakk Wylde Ozzy song. You need to. Why are my eyes like burning? Eyes are like burning all of a sudden. That's really weird. Hold on. Ew, we just spit. Ew. Ew, it's gross. Ew. Ew, he just spit. Ew. 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 Ew, he just spit. Ew. You are my only daughter. I guess I made you twice. You look inside my other. He'll give you bad advice. I will tell you I'm okay, but deep inside I'm afraid. Oh my god. Dude, my eyes are like... Why are my eyes like burning all of a sudden? I don't drink holy water. I'm not the son of Christ. I ain't no black messiah. And I don't load my dice. You can tell me you're right, but why are you so afraid? You're in denial. You never will believe it's the truth. You'll never believe it, you'll never believe it's you. You'll never believe it, you'll never believe it's you. I fucking love it. I love that song so much. Do 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 do. Oh my god. Such cool guitar work. Such good drums. My favorite album was Osmosis, so like I just can't. Anytime I sit here and I think about Ozzy, it doesn't matter, I always come back to Osmosis. Like, that will always be hands down my favorite. And you know, like obviously still Zach, but that still had my favorite drummer on it too. It has still had Randy Castillo on it, and you can hear it. Secrets told you, dreaming told you, secrets told you. You wouldn't believe it, you couldn't conceive it. Secrets told you. You wanna receive it, you gotta believe it's you. And then amazing Zach solo. On a trip already. Jumping out alright. Yes, they're slow and steady. Just sit and hold on tight. Denial. I love it. Tomorrow is probably one of my favorite ones on there too. My favorites on there are Thunder Underground and Old LA Tonight, but I also like Tomorrow and See You on the Other Side and Denial and Perry Mason and oh yeah, the whole rest of the album. So, yeah, it's just what happens. That was Zach too, man. Do 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 do. Oh, by the way, if you listen to it live, Zach was not on tour with him at the time that they promoted that album, because I think he was doing stuff with like his own stuff at the time, and he had something scheduled and couldn't do it. It's not that he wouldn't; it's just that he couldn't. He had prior commitments, and so for the album, Zach did it, but for the tour, that's why if you ever looked up like a live of Perry Mason or something, there's really none of Zach. I think there's actually just one, actually more recently, but it really, again, from that time period, there wouldn't have been, because, yeah, exactly, he was not able to do the tour with him at the time, and, but he did do the album. It was him on the album. Do 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 on his way to dinner, when it took him by surprise, and with one pull of the trigger, he would vanish overnight, dancing by the roadside, holding on for dear life, and it come from out of nowhere, and made a widow of his wife. don't mind a do. Single file down the roadway, feeling fine. A do. I'll see you, my friend, over and over again. Who can we get on your case? We need Perry Mason, someone to put you in place. Calling Perry Mason again. Riding painted horses, oh the kids, they love it so. Ooh, you can see it on their faces, how they love the wind to blow. Ooh, minding my own business, like my mama always said. Ooh, but if I don't try to help them, they could wind up on the front page. I don't mind. Draw the line and draw me an arrow. Feeling fine. And I'll see you, my friend, over and over again. Who can we get on the case? We need Perry Mason, someone to put you in place. Calling Perry Mason again. Well, again. Do. Wake me when it's over. Tell me it's alright. Just keep on talking, baby. I could read. Oh, be so nice. Wait, no, wrong part. I'm sorry. I've been doing this all night. Sorry, my bad. I said the wrong lyric. How much did you give me? Tell me it'll be alright. And then while Zach is doing some epic frickin' scales faster and more technical than I've ever heard anybody do before, ever on guitar, Ozzy then starts to sing. Then I'll see you, my friend, over and over again. Who can we get on the case? We need Perry Mason, someone to put you in place. Calling Perry Mason again. I just want you to do. I just want you to do. Sick and tired of being sick and tired. I used to go to bed so I get wired, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Buy myself some plastic water. I love Ozzy. You know what was a great song? I think a lot of people didn't really listen to from him. Like, people listen to, like, all the same ones, you know? Ozzy is such a huge... By the way, I have this word association thing going on. I said category earlier instead of catalog. I said Black Label Society has a big category. Catalog. I meant to say catalog of music. They have a big catalog of music. I was like, what the heck did I just say? But yeah, Ozzy has a huge catalog of music as well. Believer was good. That was before Zach. Doo-doo-doo. Shit. And no, not, will you hold the line? Oh wait, that's natural, isn't it? I don't remember how Believer starts, but you know, Imagine Dragons. Believer, believer. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Do 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 do. And that's like, songs like that was why I liked Diary of a Madman just a little bit more than Blizzard of Oz. Not that I didn't love Blizzard of Oz, but Diary of a Madman just a little bit more, because of fucking shit like that. So good. And it was still Randy, by the way, Randy Rhoads, still him. Watching the time go and feeling beliefs grow, rise above the obstacles. People besiege me that now never teach me things that I already know. I know. Dreams that have shattered may not have mattered. Take another point of view. Thoughts will arise though, like chasing a rainbow. I can tell a thing or two, that's true. You've got to believe in yourself, or no one will believe in you. Your imagination like a bird on the wing, flying free for you to use. Hold on, I have to do it. Okay, baby. I can't believe they stop and stare and point their fingers doubting me. Their disbelief suppresses them, but they're not blind. It's just that they won't see.
I'm a believer, I ain't no deceiver. Mountains leave before my eyes. Destiny planned out, I don't need no handout. Speculation otherwise. That's true.
Such a good freaking song, man. How do you not love classic Ozzy, man? How do you not love it, man? Should we put the show on while we here we go. No, I didn't wanna remove it. Oh man, I removed it. That's so dumb. I pressed it. I didn't want to remove it. Oh, it's so dumb. What happened to it now? Oh, there it is. There we go. You guys can see a little bit. Thunder Underground is amazing. Dun 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 dun
Your thoughts are compromising, self-centered, patronized. Your image supersedes your soul. To the world, you find it mystifying, subhuman, so annoying. You can't have me under control. Troll. Do. You think you live forever. Do. You don't find that profound. Do. You won't think you're so clever. Do. When you hear thunder underground. All right now. Your morbid fear of losing destroys the lies you're using. You only have one point of view. The stigma of delusion confirms your self-illusion. And after all, this could be you. Oh, you don't think you're... Oh, wait, is that right? Yeah, you don't think you'll live forever. You don't find that profound. You won't think so clever. What you're thunder underground. Here we go now. Could it be that I have found my mind, or have I gone insane? Roller coaster of the madness, there's only me to blame. The ever faithful hand of doom will take the pain away. I'll never know the answer to it all till my dying day. Your bullshit's culture lifting. Can't stop the death watch ticking. You're only mortal after all. Your appetite for power subverts your every hour, but every time the mighty fall. The world. You think you'll live forever. You don't find that profound. You won't think you're so clever. When you're thunder underground. Here we go now. Love that song so much. And Old LA Tonight, of course. I already mentioned it. Such a beautiful song. I forget exactly how it begins. I'm trying to remember. Hold on. Yeah. Look into the future. Look into my eyes and tell me everything's alright. Tell me where we're going. I'm so afraid 'cause I don't know what's going on with my life. But it'll be alright. Tonight. It'll be alright. Tonight. Now we're doing alright. In old LA tonight. Sitting by the ocean, mapping out my plans of action, baby. They include you. Wow. I wish you sent a message. Maybe I'm just better off not knowing. Who knew? But it'll be alright. tonight. I'm gonna be alright tonight. Are we doing alright? In old LA tonight. Those summer nights. One look in your eyes. I'm falling to pieces, pieces. Out of my mind. And I'll never know why. I'm falling to pieces, pieces. Blue-doo-doo-doo, 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 blue-doo, blue-doo-doo-doo, blue-doo. Yeah, just listen to that. That's an amazing solo. So much soul in that one. Oh, hey, Sony Punk. I'm sorry, man. I didn't see you, man. Hey, bud. The name of what? It's called Olele Tonight. If you're wondering about the song, man. It's a Ozzy song. It's from the Zach years. I mean, Zach is still with Ozzy, but it's from like way back. It's from the 90s. It's from like the mid 90s when Zach was coming back to do stuff with Ozzy in the 90s. Osmosis was another sort of comeback for him. He did Back on Earth, but it was a part of Ozman Cometh, which was like a greatest sort of hits essential. And Back on Earth, I think he did with Steve Vai, I think. And then Osmosis was like the first album he did after the No More Tours tour, after No More Tears, when he was originally going to stop and didn't know what he was going to do. And then that's why Zach started doing other things, because he wasn't sure. Ozzy originally retired like a whole bunch of times. So there's no like bad blood or anything. Anyway, but yeah. Amazing guitar solo. And then the song finishes so good. It's a piano piece. It starts off with piano. It's beautiful. It really is. It's the last track on the album. I think there's only 10 tracks on that one, and there might be bonus, right? Isn't there a bonus one? Hold on, let me look. I was already looking up the track to see if I could figure out. They didn't have Randy Castillo listed, but I'm almost positive he was the drummer on the album. I mean, you can just hear it. He's not credited, but hold on. It's just because the songwriters are credited there. He wasn't. Okay, so he just played until No More Tears. Then my fault. I'm messing up because we unfortunately lost him. We unfortunately lost him, and he played up until No More Tears, but that's a huge compliment to Dean Castronova. I didn't realize it was him. That's a huge compliment to him, because Randy Castillo is still my favorite drummer, and he probably always will be. I just really don't think there'll be anybody that can top what he could do for me as far as like sound and just like so unique. It just such a recognizable sound. But again, you know, he did a good job because again, like it's really did sound like him. So that, in my opinion, that's a really good thing when you can sound like the previous guy but not be completely like him. That's why I said I didn't know, because I wasn't 100% sold on it. You know what I mean? Because I'll be honest with you, there is an unmistakable sort of ba-da-dun, da-dun, da-dun, da-dun sort of like dance almost that Randy Castillo does to his drums. Like he really like he was the dancer of drummers. Like the dude danced on his drum set, and it was he was so fast too, and like how tight he was. I couldn't believe how tight he was with some of the technical things he was doing. Like just the way he could do those technical things and then just dance on his drum set but then still be tight at the same. Like he just I don't know how he did it. He was unmistakable. But yeah, Dean Casanova, didn't he play in Journey? I think he played in Journey. Randy Castillo played in Motley Crue. I don't know that he was like their main drummer from like way back, but Randy Castillo was a drummer for Motley Crue. I think Casanova was Journey. I think that's who he was. Yeah, he was. Yep. He is Journey's drummer. And that makes sense because Journey, like some of the more popular hits and stuff came out around the same time that like Diary of a Madman was coming out. So like Ozzy would have been like networking with those guys. Like basically they would have like gotten to know each other and stuff. Like they probably would have went on tour like around the same time. That's pretty cool actually. Do 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 do. Just a small town girl who never knew the lonely world. I just took the midnight train going anywhere. I'm just a city boy, born and raised in South Detroit. And he took the midnight train going anywhere. I sing her in a smoky room, the smell of wine and sweet perfume. For a smile they can share the night. It goes on and on and on and on. Strangers waiting up and down the boulevard, and shadows searching in the nights. Street lights, people living just to find emotion, hiding somewhere in the night. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Living just a fine emotion, hiding somewhere in the night. Everybody wants a thrill, paying anything to roll the dice just one more time. Some will win and some will lose, and some are born to sing the blues. Well, the movie never ends. It goes on and on and on and on. Strangers waiting up and down the boulevard. Do you know that? Did you guys know that Zakk Wylde did a cover with Ozzy of Purple Haze? Did you know that? If you didn't know that, you should go listen to it. Go listen to Ozzy Osbourne's cover of Purple Haze, and the person playing guitar is Zakk Wylde. Doo-doo, blue-doo-doo, blue-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo, blue-doo-doo, 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 blue-doo-doo. We come from the land of the ice and snow, from the midnight sun where the hot springs blow. The hammer of the gods will drive our ships to new lands, to fight the horde, singing and crying, Valhalla, I am coming. On sweep this rushing wolf. Holy sweet, we come in the land of the ice and snow, when the sun and the hot springs blow. How soft your lips so green could whisper tales of woe. How we go, ties of hope, we are yours. Oh, sweet, refreshing love. How we go, come here, So now you better stop and rebuild all your ruins. It's not that long of a song, actually. Now that I think about it. Isn't it only like 3 minutes? I don't even remember. How long is that song? I don't think it's that long. I mean, Stairway was a longer song, but they have some longer songs, but I don't think that one was. You know what? You know what was always my favorite? Kashmir. Da-da-dun, 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 da-da-dun. The sun beat down upon my face. Stars in my dream. I am a child of time and space. Be where I've been. Sit with elders of child grace. This world sings sound. Dark days from where they sit and wait. Do-do-do, 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 I like Kashmir and I like Immigrant Song, obviously, but I like Kashmir for sure, man. Black Dog was always good too. I mean, that whole album was great, but Black Dog too, obviously. Hey, hey, mama said the way you move will make you sweat, gonna make you groove. Do 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 do. Ah, child, when you shake that thing, gonna make you burn, gonna make you swing. Do 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 do. Walk that way, watch your honey drink, can't keep away. Do 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 do. Oh, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh, 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 oh yeah, oh yeah, oh, oh, oh. I gotta stand, I gotta roll, can't stand still, gotta flip it high, can't keep my feel. Do 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 do. I shine, burning red, tears of you all run through my head. Do 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 Hey baby, oh me, pretty baby. Do 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 do. I love that song. It's a good song, man. You gotta love Led Zeppelin. How about see if you can remember this. I was caught in the middle of a railroad track. I looked around and I knew there was no turning back. How about if I go? Thunder, thunder, thunder. How about if I do that? There was no help from you. Do 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 do. Sign of trust, be my don't tell me God's trying me about you been. Thunderstruck. Do 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 do. Oh man. And then there's always. See, that always makes me think of another band entirely when I think of that song. It's actually a really good band, too. We'll listen to a song called Thunder Kiss by White Zombie. White Zombie's amazing. It was Rob Zombie before he was Rob Zombie. Oh my goodness. You know what else is another good song? From White Zombie. Yeah, well, I'm an Screw Creep, yeah, demolition style hell, American freak, yeah. I'm the crawling dead, Benjamin the Bosch. Nobody can fucking sing those lyrics except for him. I swear to God. Such a good song, though. Shadoon-doon. Shadoon-doon. More human than human. More human than human. More human than human. More human than human. Good song. You know what else is another good song? I stand for nothing less, or never stand again. These are the limits when one's buried. This body's left the soul. Could we have known? Never would I help to narrow down. Careful of drifting. Now losing taste and touch. Turning a pale blue, leading him to say, this body's left the soul. This brain needs oxygen. The clincher, guys. The clincher. South saturate. South saturate. South saturate. I'll saturate. I'll saturate. I love Chevelle, dude. Chevelle's so good. Wonder What's Next was always my favorite album, though. And then there's always highlights having hurts bloom, so send the pain below where I need it. You used to beg me to take care of things, and smile at the thoughts of me failing. But I like sorry. I think that's it. I'd send the pain below. I'd send the pain below. Much like suffocating. Do 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 do. Much like suffocating. Do 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 do. Much like suffocating. I'd send the pain below. Much like suffocating. I'd send the pain below. You used to run me away about laughing. Oh, while laughing, I think that's what he says. Then cry about the facts till I return. But long before having hurt, I'd send the pain below. I'd send the pain below. Much like suffocating. Much like suffocating. Much like suffocating. Send the pain below. Much like suffocating. I can't feel my trust. I can't feel my chest. Drop down. I liked having hurts, including you. So send the pain below. So send the pain below. Much like suffocating. My favorite was always Family System. That was the first song on that album. Love that song. I'm tired of your open mouth crawling inside my skin. Endless pain will never quit. The fight will end, the prize begins. Saying it's too late. What a man's gotta learn to hate. Forget this time I said I would. Replace that with I will never will. Beyond the facts held in your face. Ignore the facts beyond your nose. Saying it's too late. What a man's gotta learn to hate. That's my favorite part when it comes back. And he just and he like goes through the raving riff again. And then like it stops for him just to go ding, ding, just grow up. And like it just fucking, oh, he just fucking belts it out. He says just grow up, except like it's just so perfect. Just grow up. It's so good. Family System by Chevelle. And then obviously the Red was really good too, obviously. Seeing Red again. Or is it Seeing Red? Sorry, Seeing Red. Or is it The Red? No, it's The Red. Yeah, it's The Red, sorry. Because Seeing Red is another song by... Unwritten Law? Is that right? Did I just pull that off the top of my head? Holy shit, I remembered. Unwritten Law. Seeing Red. That's a good one too. I haven't heard that one in freaking forever, man. You'll ever have to see my face again. Don't have much time for sympathy, 'cause it never happened to me. You're feeling blue now. I think you bit off more than you could chew, and now it's time to make a choice, and all I wanna hear is your. So follow the leader down and swallow your pride and drown when there's no place left to go. Maybe that's when you'll know. Follow the leader down and swallow your pride and drown when there's no place left to go. Maybe that's when you'll know. That's a good one. It's been a while since I thought about that. Wonder What's Next was a good Chevelle song too, though. Wonder What's Next. But yeah, that whole album's great. Anyway, guys, I'm probably gonna cut it now. Thanks, Sony Punk. Thank you. I'm sorry I didn't see your message earlier. I don't know when you came in, but I think I saw it pretty quick. But hopefully, wasn't too late. Appreciate it, everyone. Thank you for watching. Take care. See ya.